5. Oh my God, we're live.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Hello, every person on audios. And if you come by the videos, welcome. You know what I realize me and Aaron never do? We never do we never do intros and say like who we are. It's just like, you hear the voices. I don't know. It's not on purpose. It's just,
Now it's not a bad time to start.
I guess I'm Consolekev. I do things. That's all I got. I don't really know. It's my Twitch channel. If you've been here before, you watch me be bad at games. But I have a guest today because Aaron tragically has fallen off a ladder and broke his spleen. He's bleeding internally. There is no recovery at all. So he'll be back next week. So there's that.
Oh, man.
We have I don't even see. You have so many names. I don't know what to call you. We got Tim. So we'll start there.
824. We'll go with 824. I'm going to try to make that more of a staple thing. I produce music for the group Bad Luck. I also play video games very poorly. Yeah, that's me. I make music and play video games. That's about it.
Mostly RuneScape. Which I miss. I used to play RuneScape, but like because I like care so much about combat, especially when I was a kid, all I did was like fight goblins and shit. Like I didn't actually do quests and like level up my cooking. I was like, what can I fight?
Dude, I just picked certain skills when I was a kid and I would just ramp them up. So like when I started playing as an adult, all the skills that I never did were so foreign to me that I was still learning how to play RuneScape like 13 years later. It was nuts.
It's so addicting though. It's like I don't know. I got out of it and I don't remember why, but I remember we had kids down the street from my parents' house who were like the RuneScape gods. Like if you needed anything, they would like help us with it. And I was just like, I don't know if I can commit to this level of fuckery. So
it's truly, well, there's a saying in the community that you never quit. You just take really long breaks.
I don't know. I haven't gone back into RuneScape ever since my RuneScape girlfriend almost killed me. So you know what?
I'm still going to call that a long break. You just need time to heal.
I don't know. What is it? Isn't there like is there a mobile version of RuneScape now? Like you could just play on your phone?
There is a mobile version of old school RuneScape, and there's a mobile version of the new RuneScape. And right now they're doing this cool thing called Fresh Start Worlds, where you can start up a new account and you start getting base double XP. And later on in the year, closer to January, they're going to bump it up to 3 times XP. Ooh. So for all those people that missed out on a couple years of gameplay, you can just boost real quick.
That's not bad. I could do that again.
I'm not gonna lie, I made another account and did it.
Of course you did. Well, there's that. But what else have you been? We'll start with you. What you been playing? What's going on? I guess what you've been playing since the beginning of time, since this is your first time here.
Okay. I can start with my first ever console was the Super Nintendo that I can remember playing. I remember playing games like Tasmania, the original Mario Brothers. Then moved on to like an N64, started playing like Super Mario 64, all that kind of stuff. Mainly was a Nintendo fanboy until the PS1. We had a PS1, PS2, original Xbox 360, Xbox One. Now I have a Series S. So obviously I've made the complete and total switch over to Xbox because I'm a shill.
Well, I mean, we do have the where's my emote? Xbox Shield, obviously.
Yeah, I love that emote because I relate to it so closely.
Yeah, well, it's more of a meme because like not to cut you off, but like I used to be like if I had to pick a brand, it was PlayStation stuff. But like I guess it really started when they said they were going to shut down like the PlayStation Store for like 3. And then I realized like why the fuck would you do that? Because like it's so annoying to do. And like if you try to go on the PS3 store, they still have like best-selling games Saints Row 3. Like, and it's so like laggy and slow and annoying to use. So like getting my classics is just the biggest pain in the butt ever. And then like I had an Xbox One that I got for kind of free, and I was like, they just have one store, and everything is just moving forward. And I was like, this is so much more fucking convenient. And like that started that. Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I was going to say about the PS4 is like when they shut down the PS3 store, they didn't even have backwards compatibility, did they?
No, you like there's once you go to the PS4, I can't see Any PS1, 2, or 3 games really. So
Yeah, see that's a bummer, man. There was a long stretch of time there. I would say probably when the Xbox One was first popping, where
yeah,
backwards compatibility wasn't even a thought for the companies, and we're all just like, "What about these games that we love?"
yeah. Blessed be
Miss them.
Phil Spencer for just
Yeah,
keeping it simple.
they're doing it great now. Like you can literally go back and play Xbox originals, and like any game that you wanted to play has probably been remade. So
Probably there's some weirdos, but like I don't know, like even now I'm a fucking Game Pass mark. Mostly like I this morning, some things that if they're cheap enough on sale, I'll just go get them on Xbox again because like I want them there. Like I just bought the whole Mega Man Legacy stuff for like
yep.
$30, like all the old class games, and then what was it? Like 1 through 11, and then all the X games. I had the Zero games on Xbox because that was on sale once. So like now, like this little fucking thing is beautiful. I love
For sure.
it. One day I'll get a
Is that
PS5.
the Steam Deck? You still rocking the Steam Deck too?
I don't have a Steam Deck yet. But
Oh,
the Chell says that's not Aaron. No, it's Tim, the guy that does all our music.
hey.
Hello, Chell. No, Aaron fell off a ladder, broke his spleen, and he is currently in the ICU dying. So he'll be back next week whenever we figure out our schedule.
Man, poor Aaron. Can't believe he
Yeah,
exploded his hip.
yeah. I mean, luckily the internal bleeding, as said on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that's where all the blood's supposed to be. So that works out for him. So
Yeah. Andy
yes.
Samberg.
Yeah, actually, Tina has hinted that I'm getting a Steam Deck. But what I am gonna get, possibly from Power A themselves, I can't spell a CP7. That's not it. That's a gun. Um, I kind of like harassed them on Twitter to be like, when you guys sending me one of these? And they were like, well, you are one of our affiliates, so what's your address? And I was like, oh, that worked
Oh,
out. So yeah, actually, that's how I got a free Google Wi-Fi thing. I was kind of a dick on Twitter. Anyway, being a dick on Twitter is not how you get things. Don't do what I do.
and
But
no.
no, don't do
As they
that.
say,
But
not as I do.
well, either way. But it's called the Moga XP7, and it kind of makes your phone look like a Steam Deck slash Switch. Um,
Yeah, I like that. It looks more comfortable than a Switch, to be honest.
so the biggest issue I have with like all these phone attachment controllers is number one, if you got a case on your phone because you're not a psychopath. Like normally I have like some kind of heavy duty thing on my phone, and they never fit these, which is the always issue I had. Like there's a couple off-brand ones, but like they have to go in the charging port, doesn't fit. So I never use them. What I normally used was like, do they have the XP5? I normally use this setup they have. This is not Amazon. Don't buy it on Amazon. Buy it from Power A. But like I'd have this setup with the clip, and that's like cool and all that.
Yeah,
But no, it's not bad. It works fine. Chaz, hello. Good morning to you too. But this thing, it just looks more comfy. And I was like, well, how do I charge my phone? And the beauty of wireless charging, which is okay, is that it'll wireless charge your phone as I'm playing it. And I was like, oh, well, that's a solution that they never have. But it also works with PC gaming, but not an Xbox because Microsoft's really stingy with their wireless technology, and I don't fucking know why. So when I get this, I'm going to do like not PC gaming because I don't do that. I'm gonna remote play my Xbox to my computer and try it with this, and then I'll probably make a I'll probably make a video on it or something. I don't see why not, but I'm really excited to play this thing or play with this
it looks
thing.
cool.
It is, but also like using Game Pass on the go, beautiful, love it. So that's why we love that. So
I had a
yeah,
little bit of trouble with getting my cloud gaming to work a couple weeks ago. Like when I tried it like a year ago or so, and everything worked fine. And then when I tried to download the app a couple weeks ago, it was just like not letting me play anything remote. I don't know if they switched anything up.
it's like weird. I will say remote play is like when it feels like working. And like
Yeah,
lately, I've been on a stretch where it works, but like the Game Pass cloud stuff is just works fine when it
yeah,
works.
for sure.
And when I'm at work and like there's certain parts of the building they're doing where they're just like, what if fucking phone just didn't work right here? Like it's very annoying. So when it
Feel
works
that.
great. Yeah. So there's that. But yeah, what else? I don't know. I don't remember where you left off saying what you were playing. I feel like we went on a tangent. My bad.
Um, I mean, I think it was mainly I play RuneScape, but lately I've been playing that RuneScape Fresh Start Worlds. I've been trying to get my, Fortnite Battle Pass done because that's just the thing that we do around here. Uh, Started playing Shovel Knight Treasure Trove because I played the original Shovel Knight a couple years ago, and I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of like, I'm bored. This game is like super cheap. I think it was like $5. And yeah, I've been playing Worms Reloaded with friends, and that's mainly on stream, just because like it's endless goofing around with some worms.
I fucking love Worms. What is Worms Reloaded? Is it just like a remake of the original?
Worms Reloaded is the one that was released on the 360 Xbox Live Arcade.
Yes.
I used to watch a lot of Rooster Teeth content, and Achievement Hunter did Let's Plays in Worms Reloaded, and to this day I can still remember like all the jokes and stuff from it. So I was like, that'd be a great game to make some content in.
I love Worms. It's just nobody wants to play it with me. I'd do this.
Oh, dude, I'm absolutely down. I've got 3 other people that have the game, so we could have a full 4-squad game of Worms sometime. That'd be great.
On Steam, this is?
Yep.
All right.
Yep,
Well,
I think it's $20 on Steam.
Okay. And I like that you can do a map creator. That's good.
Yeah, you can just randomly generate maps. You can delete the items that are in the way. You can increase the number of like explosive barrels and mines and stuff like that. It's wild.
Yeah. Let me see what I have Worms. I have like a couple Worms games. I have like weird ones on PS3. But good luck playing those online now. But like, if I just look up Worms, let me see in my list. Because if I have any of these, and there's some on Game Pass too. Worms Collection.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah, Worms 3D. That was bad. Worms Open Warfare.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, it was. They tried. Worms Battlegrounds I have on PS4. Don't know what that is. Worms Armageddon on PS1. Yeah, there's one in Game Pass. I just can't remember which one. Derek, go away. So I like Stop Skeleton, but not now, sir. So
now's not the time.
I'll play Worms if it's ever cheap enough on sale. I'd do that.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. It's a lot of fun. Like anybody can pick it up and start playing too. That's the cool thing about it.
Yeah, I just have to remember what I have to do. Every Worm game is available through Steam. Well, that's good, Chaz. I want my games nice and toasty.
Look at the collection price on Steam. It's like 200 and something bucks. It is ridiculous.
I will find out. Evil Land 2 guide. I don't need that. Let me find out what it is, because I like Worms is one of those games that like I wish more people gave a shot. Like if you know it, you know it. But if you don't, Worms. Wow, the first Worms $1.19. Worms Armageddon. That's my favorite one.
So I've heard a lot of good things about it.
What the fuck? There's Worms Pinball. Hold on. I love pinball. Okay, wait. How much is this? Is this an add-on to something?
It looks like a standalone.
I'm just gonna add that on my wish list real quick. Fuck. What was the one I was looking up? I got distracted by the pinball.
It was the Worms Collector pack thing with all the games and DLCs.
Of course, I can't find anything.
Have it up there.
Worms.
For the sake of your wallet, it's probably a good thing.
Worms Collection.
E.
$44.91. $278 is the normal price. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, you tell me which one you're playing. I'll get that one. How's that?
Reloaded.
Reloaded. Okay.
That'd be the bad boy.
I just realized the chat box is broken. Give me a second too. See, I live producing's hard. There we are. Look at that.
But I got very distracted.
Yeah, things happen when we live produce, man. I can't tell you how it goes. All right, Worms Reloaded $2.99.
What?
That's a steal. Why? Is that more than you spent on it?
I paid $20 for 2 people, so I paid $40 for that shit.
All right, I will play it with you eventually. I'm in.
Yeah.
Fucking love Worms. Oi.
Dude, it's such a good game.
All of them are. I've only 3D I've ever hated. And then WMD was like a weird like real time like 2D online shooter. It was fucking weird. That I didn't like. It looked like a Flash game.
I never played 3D, but I watched people play 3D, and just watching it be played, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have zero interest in this. I'm gonna waste my money if I get this.
Chels, thank you for 23 bits. I have to do math. I don't have the counter on screen anymore, I don't think, but I have the counter. Thank you. 33 out of 100.
Generous donation.
She's a saint. I'm gonna see her later.
Truly.
So there's that. Okay. Yeah, what else? Anything else you've been playing?
Nah. The rest has really just been my time's been working, making music, all that good stuff.
Yes. Actually, if you want to drop links in the chat, you can as well. Jesus Christ, that was delayed.
Perfect.
That's not supposed to go off. I don't know why that went off.
I'll just give out the big link that gives all my socials in it.
Thank you. Perfect. Love that. Yes. No, I appreciate you, Charlie. You don't. I don't care if it's all you had. You have to give nothing. All right. So if that's everything you got, I will. Oh, Aaron has nothing. That's right. All right. So I got a couple things on. I have to go in the order of operation. All right. Saturday, I played some Monster Hunter Rise with one of John, and I love that game. It's just I'm definitely getting carried through the multiplayer, like because they're so good at it. But I still have a good time with Monster Hunter. I still find it funny that I have to sharpen my fucking hammer when I go to like fix it. But that's just the way it goes with that. Yeah, you got to sharpen it, make sure so it can bluntly kill a thing. Whatever, Monster Hunter's weird. I wonder if you have to sharpen your hunting horn at all.
Hammer's not flat enough.
No, you sharpen it. It'll be flatter that way. What else? I mean, game's fun. I gotta play the single player, but there's too many games in the way. Speaking of games, so I was stuck on the last boss of Bloodstained forever. That boss fight is like, I got my ass kicked for a while in it, but like, you ever get really stuck in a game, but like you're not mad at it because it's really fun?
Yeah, and you're gonna hate me for saying this, Elden Ring.
I mean, you can like it all you want. You're just fucking wrong. That's all. It's fine. I get people like Elden Ring. It's not for me. But like I was getting my ass kicked. It was just a fun fight. And I finally reluctantly was like, fine, I'll go fucking grind. And I got myself up like 9 levels, and then I did it, and I tried not to scream when I beat it because Tina was on the phone, and that would have been bad. But yeah, no, did it finally.
Exciting, man. You're grinding out that final boss, and you've been so close so many times. It's got like 2 HP left, and then you finally, on that last turn, you get that final swing in, and it connects. How can you not overreact?
I was gonna look at the final boss fight, but I won't. Yeah, no, it's a ridiculous boss fight. Well, Chad, all right. So Chad says the Bloodstained boss was underwhelming. Didn't you tell me you only got the final or the false ending? Because that was underwhelming, yes. And then there was another false ending that I got for the achievement. But the final boss was great. So, unless I'm wrong, I couldn't. Yeah, unless I'm misremembering, but that's totally possible. But it was good. Yeah.
So you have the boss fight, right? And yeah. I'm assuming it was like it had phases.
Only 2. Only 2.
Only 2. When you made it to the second phase, did your health replenish?
No, of course not. Don't be silly.
Yeah.
I maxed out on potions, and you can carry 9 little ones and 5 big ones. And my goal is if I use all the little ones, which do like a little sliver, and I fill up at the second phase of the boss fight, I'm happy with that. And then, of course, like once I grinded, I didn't need to use 1. Grinded? What's the past tense of grinded? I don't know.
Grinded.
Yeah, so I beat that. It's done with. I'll go a little out of order because the one's big. And so me and Static Arbiter playing through Dead Space 3 because that's sure a game by yourself. I can definitely say that. I'm actually gonna give Static a little shout out. He's busy boy today. Static Arbiter. Dead Space is definitely like. The third one is just weird, man. There's parts where it becomes like Gears of War. It's not that scary. They try to make it scary by being like, ooh, spooky.
Jump scares.
Yeah, it's just not. Especially like, I like playing the game co-op, but that definitely makes it less scary in a way. Like, it's a fine game. Yeah, I tried playing 20 minutes of it by myself. I just would not. But doing it with a friend actually makes it bearable because we're both suffering together. So it's a good time.
I've actually been listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast from episode 1 all the way through again, and I remember them talking about Dead Space 1 release, 2 release, and now they're talking about 3. And yeah, just like from their reactions, I've never played Dead Space 3, but they just seem very underwhelmed. Like it fell off the series.
It's also when EA was in their greediest. So remember online passes?
Yeah,
You
what,
need one of those.
$10 for a code to play
Yeah.
online if you buy a used game or something like that. I
Right.
honestly forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, so what was funny is that they started it, and they're also like when they got rid of it, everyone was like, "Oh my god, EA did a good thing." Like, yo, they started it. Like, don't give them credit. They started this problem. So yeah.
And they switched it out for their fucking DLC motto.
Yeah, it's well,
Game.
so luckily when you bought it on the Xbox store, well, not buy it, we played it through Game Pass. It was kind of a pain in the butt to like go in the store and there were like 3 things that said online pass, which was the right one. I don't know, it's all convoluted as fuck. We got it working, and so the fun. Speaking of DLC, Dead Space's real ending is DLC. So I'm ready for that. That's when I told you that was the time when like companies were like, "What if the real ending was, you gotta buy DLC?" So that's shit. I'm definitely not going to buy that. Like I don't know. Like I remember one game that was famous where it was like Azora's Wrath, that like Capcom anime ass game, and like the real endings DLC. Do you not know YouTube exists? Like I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm gonna beat the game and go okay. Like I'm not paying you $5 for a cutscene or whatever. Like.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
That's
No
fucking
way.
dumb. And the last game I'm gonna pull up a gameplay of because I do have a lot to say about it because I'm only mildly obsessed with it. Let's see, Cult of the Lamb. I fucking love this game. Wow, 5 hours of gameplay, great. So, all right, Cult of the Lamb. Definitely one of my favorite genres is roguelike stuff. Roguelike. I don't fucking care what the difference is. The whole basis of the game is that you are a little lamb who was in a cult, I guess, at one point. And if you're watching a video, I'm kind of showing the intro. All that you know is that the game's starting by you about to be sacrificed by these 4 demons who praise a greater entity somehow. Kneel to be sacrificed. Yeah, right when you're about to die. Oh, I skipped forward and then it died. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, YouTube. You're such a good website. I love you.
Great YouTube.
Yeah, it broke. Okay, so that's cool. But essentially, you get saved from being sacrificed, and now you're on a quest to, one, get revenge for being sacrificed, whatever you did. And in the time, the greater entity knows, like, hey, these 4 demons have betrayed me. I want you to start a new cult and get followers to praise me again. So you're going through these little roguelike, I would call them dungeons, but they're like paths in a forest. And on your way, you recruit new followers to be indoctrinated into your cult. So the roguelike part of it is just being a roguelike game. But the other half of it is that because you have a cult to manage, you have to literally can I get to the gameplay of the cult? Let's see. I want to get to it before I explain it so you can actually see. God damn it, stop doing the roguelike part, even though that part's more fun for me.
It reminds me a lot of Tunic.
Of what?
That Tunic game that you were playing.
Kinda. It looks like it camera-wise, but you have like a field that you have to manage because this is your cult. So you're gonna like trim these bushes. You're gonna build beds. You're gonna build a farm, plant seeds so they have food to eat. You have a temple where they worship you because you're like a prophet, and like they're worshiping you, and then you are conduit to the evil thing. You could name all your villagers. Which I know you want to name them after your friends, but if you're okay with your friends being sacrificed or having them eat a bowl of poop because you're making them, or they rise up against you and they're like, hey, this guy's a fucking leader. I don't believe him in it anymore. So you have to put him in the stocks or ascend them to the heavens to prove a point. Like it's a fucking cult. Like I ascended Aaron because he was they also get old. When they're old, they don't want to do the fields anymore. They don't want to chop down trees. They don't want to like mine anymore. So I ascended Aaron because his character got old. Because when people get old, they die. So you have to go through steps that like, if I go to my sermon, hi Jabrian, by the way, how are you doing? Chelsea, can you shout out Jabrian? Thanks, that'd be great. So there's options when people die. You have to go through all these rituals and like there's a whole skill tree. By default, if people die when they get old, people get sad. Okay.
Yeah. Fair.
So, oh no. Well, so there's the other end of the spectrum, which else, who is also in my cult. Nope, you have to do backslash. I'll do it now. Don't worry. There's a new shout out thing. So when Chelsea's in my cult, she decided to revolt against me, as she would in real life. So she started saying, you're a liar. There is no God. Like, we are in this cult. So she was talking shit to me in my cult. Like, you're not real. This is all a lie. So you have options. You can build stocks to punish her, or we can go to the church and maybe I don't know, raise tentacles from hell to grasp you and carry you down, rip you apart. And you know what? Some followers were like, hey, he is a real God. They just killed the non-believer. And then they love you for that. So, like, those are options you can do.
Great.
Right.
This game literally.
And I love the cute aesthetic versus, like, how satanic it is. I'm going to cough. Hold on.
Right.
Ah, that lingering COVID cough. So Chelsea, you were sacrificed to prove a point. But what you can do, and this is what I did do to you, so calm down. Once, like, you got rid of the non-believer, there are other skill trees you can go to revive people. And when you revive them, like, oh my God, they've been cleansed. They're not a non-believer anymore. So I brought you back from the dead. Now you're back being a follower of me. So that's options you can do with people who are dead or revolting against you. Other thing you do when people die, if you just leave a dead body at, one, people get sad because, they like seeing dead bodies. Two, it also spreads disease. So you have to, like, build body pits and, like, make sure they're buried properly. Or plan B, you can cannibalize them, and then you can use that meat for food for the followers. It's a whole thing. Like, the game literally goes, oh, you should bury that body, give them a peaceful rest. And then the next screen's like, but it is a lot of meat to go to waste, Like, so if you don't have enough seeds for your stuff, hey, maybe a follower, they don't give a shit. And, like, some guys have weird, like, requests, like, so they also shit because people shit after they eat. You can build an outhouse so they can shit there. You can take their poop, use it for fertilizer for the plants. That's option A. Or some people are like my friend Jeff was like, hey, I want to eat just a bowl of shit. I don't know. It's a weird thought I've had in my life. And you can make them a poop meal. Then they like you better. This whole game's in depth, man. Like there's like your basic ass church. You can build it up. There's the profit thing. You build it up. It does more. I don't like management sims, but this is fucking hilarious. Like this game. And I just love how cute it is.
Yeah, it sounds like they thought of everything.
Oh my God. Yeah. And like you gotta get wood so you can build buildings. You gotta get rocks, but you need like to go chop down trees. You could build like lumber yards to produce more wood. If you like management sims and roguelike, like this game is great. I want to almost call it my game of the year front runner, but I don't know if it's recency bias. I don't know.
It reminds me of like a satanic Animal Crossing.
Yes, kind of. You can say that, and like as you do more sermons, you get more powers, like to do other stuff. So if you don't mind killing your friends and having to sacrifice them when the time's right, oh God, name them after your friends. But there's so many skill trees.
I'll be honest with my friends. Like when the time is up, the time's up.
Yeah. So like this guy's fast forwarding. You have to give them bed so they can sleep. Otherwise they get upset. They don't have a piece of. You're alive. Chelsea says she's big man. You're alive now. It's not my fault you decided to call me a liar in front of my following. Say and be a non-believer and a heretic. I had to kill you and bring you back to life to prove a point that I am the one true prophet. Thank you. Yeah, you can customize them, give them names and all that. So the roguelike part, there's 4 dungeons you have to go down. And there's like the 4 demons that are like, the ones that tried to kill you. You go through their little dungeons, they give you different paths and you get stuff. She says I'm going to regret my decision. I brought you back to life. It is your fault. You decided to rise against me. You get what you deserve. And then you got brought back. But anyway, if you played Hades before, very similar gameplay to Hades after that. And you find followers out there who are captured by the spider, who you can save, or the spider will eat them. I don't know. If you don't save them, who knows what happens to them? But
I don't know. Never let it get that far.
No, you can. Like, God damn it, COVID lingering cough. Yeah. Bad. Whatever. So it's yeah, no. I love the juxtaposition of like being really cute, but also being like Hail Satan. There's a lot of blood, a lot of violence, a lot of gore. As cartoony as it can get. Also, the bosses are real fun. This game's fucking great. I'm very addicted to it. No, it is not, but I am. I have a feeling it might be one day. If you want to wait.
It looks like it might. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to wait on it, but I don't want to wait too long, so I might end up getting it by the end of the year.
I wanted it so bad it was $5 off. I was like, good enough sale for me. So fuck, man. When I talk a lot, my throat gets dry from this. I hate it.
Well spent.
Yes. So that is what I'm up to. I love Cult of the Lamb. When I'm not playing it on stream, I'm not naming them after people, so I don't feel anything for them. But when I am streaming it, if you're in chat, we'll name a follower after you. And why not? I gotta stop coughing.
I'll never repent.
I can think if I'm talking a lot and fast, that's when I cough. Assholes. So
yeah, I went through the old Rona twice now, and I literally have not felt the same since the last time I had it.
I talk shit about it because I avoided it for 2 years, and then it fucking got me.
Yep,
that's what I
creeps up on you.
But it's not like it wasn't bad. All I did was just get tired, and I had a little, which is still lingering.
The first time I had it, I just slept for a really long time. The second time I had it, I just laid on the floor for literally an entire week because I was so sore and just coughing all the time.
I didn't get any body aches or nothing. Like, it was just a little So,
I'd much rather have the body aches than breathing issues and stuff because, like, if I would have, like, the moment I would have had, like, heavy breathing, I would have been like, oh, go to the hospital, fuck this.
Nah, yeah, it didn't get too bad. Chelsea asked, was I named after characters you don't care about friendship? No, that's literally why I'm doctoring. I put my friends in my cult. I thought I could trust you. What aren't you getting about this? You betrayed me. Like, you betrayed me. And no, yes, I'm sure I don't have COVID. I took 2 negative tests. We're good. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then I also married Tina in Cult of the Lamb. You can marry your followers, and it raises up their following towards you. But you can also marry more than one. But every spouse you have will get jealous because, it is a cult after all. So, all right. What else is going on? We can't do the gauntlet because Aaron's not here, and he'll get super upset with me.
Big
fucking nerd. I guess we can go over everything. What do we want to? We saw this one first, so we'll go over some new stuff. I am loyal as fuck, even lamb Chelsea. You are not a lamb. You are a wolf because I forgot to change it. But there's that. Anyway, hey, Modern Warfare 2 came out. I want it eventually, but you know what I don't want to do? Spend $40 on black market Modern Warfare 2 Burger King skins.
Have it your way.
If you spending $40,
I
don't. $40 for a Modern Warfare 2 skin seems like a lot, and the fact that you have to go to Burger King to get it, and the skin is apparently just a normal guy wearing a Burger Town shirt. Which is $40. God damn it. That is dumb money. It looks like Dr. Disrespect, though. I will say.
How did you get it original? How was the original a way to acquire this? Because I doubt the Burger King was like, oh, $40 skin, here you go. This had to have been like a scalping type thing.
It must be. Aaron, who is dying and has a broken spleen, again, he is in the ICU. He is going to die until next week. Says, Burger King is great, bro. I love it, Maggle. Well, listen. You can't have Burger King in the hospital, Aaron, because, again, your spleen, it will cause you to die faster than you will. See you next week.
It's the one place you can't have it your way.
No. And Chelsea asked you couldn't be a cat. I don't have cats yet, or at the time. We'll make Chelsea 2, okay? Electric Boogaloo. Aaron says Burger King is what put you in the hospital. No, you fell off a ladder. Oh, because you were eating the burger, and then it was so greasy you fell off the ladder, broke your spleen. Oh. Aaron, that was stupid of you. You deserve it, honestly. No. Way to be in chat, nerd. Wait, is Aaron actually in the hospital? Yes, he'll be back next week. He's going to die. So,
Buttspot got me good there. Bucktat. I'm not even.
Buttspot's great. I love Buttspot. All right, so yeah, if you want to spend a skin on Call of Duty, go ahead. Actually, Aaron, now that you're in the hospital watching, can I do the gauntlet if you're here witnessing it?
Oh,
he won't let me do it. You already want a pizza. Fuck off. All right, so that was a quick little thing. I'm gonna go up in order. Okay, no, I can't do the gauntlet. Hey, remember that time you were talking about Shovel Knight?
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Even know what game else I love? Because I love roguelikes? Dead Cells. I just saw they added this random update. Is this muted? Yes. Listen, they're putting Shovel Knight in Dead Cells, and I just want that in my life. Why not?
I've never seen this game, but it looks like something I would get into.
Oh, Dead Cells is great. It's on Game Pass. Like, if there's one Like, do you like Metroidvanias? Number one.
Yeah,
Like, okay, so if you like those, you like roguelikes, Dead Cells is like the number one I would tell you to go for.
I am
So,
absolutely down to try that. This looks like something I could get into.
if only it was on some kind of subscription service called Game Pass.
Man, I would totally invest in that
You
subscription service. It sounds great.
you should.
Hundreds and hundreds of games.
Hundreds and hundreds with Dead Cells. Absolutely do. I may have quadrupled dipped on this game. That's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. I have it on my phone, Xbox, PlayStation, and my Switch. I never want to be without it. I have beat this
It
game.
looks worth it.
I put 59 hours into it to beat it.
Wow, that's a lot.
I have a
I'm
problem.
here for it.
Yeah. It probably doesn't take that long. I'm sure if I look on how long to beat, I'll be very upset with the time it takes, but I'm bad.
Games, so
Yeah. Oh, that was a quick thing. Going back to Modern Warfare 2, I have been telling everybody that physical games are a lie and a myth, and we should let it go. And the disc of Modern Warfare 2 only has 70 whole megabytes on it.
wow.
Yep, there's that. So for this Twitter account doesn't play as a social media account with test physical games to see if they can be played offline. Modern Warfare 2's disc comes with hardly any data. It is literally, you pretty much have to download the whole game, which is the future. I hate to tell people, but I keep saying it. The physical games are fucking pointless, guys.
Let me do a little bit of research here. And
Take your research. God damn my throat. But yeah, it's pointless.
the pre-download for Modern Warfare 2 alone, that's for Steam users, it was 29.9 gigs. I'm trying to figure out what size the game will take around 131 gigs. So that's not even 1% of the game.
No, it's fucking pointless. It's just like, I know people like their physical media. I get it. But like, you either have to evolve or let it go. I know it sucks. I know you want to keep things like, say I own it. This is just where we're heading, man. I don't know.
The question is, like, do they have any interest in the actual disc, or would they be happy to go out and buy a game case that when you open it up, it has the download code inside of it?
Why would you even want to do that?
You wouldn't. But it's like the same thing as going out and buying one of those gift card discs. But I just feel like people like to have a physical representation of their collection, and I feel like that'd be the only reason.
We keep going back to it, but those PlayStation Collector's Edition that come with steelbooks for games with no disc, like,
yeah,
steelbooks look cool, but if they don't hold a disc, why do I have it? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. The physical games are going away. What's weird, and another thing I keep going to is, like, people are okay with music being digital. They're okay with like Netflix and Hulu and all these things, but for some reason, games are just like, no. I want the games on a thing. Like, I don't get why that's the one thing people won't let the fuck go.
I was like that, and then when I was comparing the Series S and the Series X, I was just thinking about how much it's not worth the extra $200 to have to go out and buy discs. And like, sure, there's been like one or two situations where I'm like, man, I really wish I had a disc tray just so I could play something. But then, like, there's a good chance that you can find whatever you want on Game Pass or the Xbox store.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, most things.
It's not a huge deal in my opinion.
It would an ideal future would be like, there's that rumor that the PS5 is gonna have like an external disk drive. Like, fine, let me get one if I want one later, I guess. Cool, but when I moved, like, so we had our apartment. I moved from my parents' house to a tiny ass apartment with my wife. I had no place for all my game boxes, and I had to take every game and put it in a little binder. And like, the games look impressive on the shelf, but then I took all these binders, and I was like, wow, this is smaller this way, and that's the only way I can carry them around. And then to package the boxes away. And then we moved again, had to unpackage them. I'm just like, this is a pain in the fucking ass. I get that's how it was back in the day, but I'm just at the point now where, like, I'm good. I don't want to deal with all that again. Like, it's just over. And in fact, most of these are going to go eventually soon. So
the only games that I don't buy digital, and I think it's just because, like, ever since I was a little kid, Nintendo games, I've always just, like, the value of them always seems to stay around where you buy them at least for a good chunk of time, and then they start to go up in value.
if you want to resell them, yeah.
I think it's just out of habit for Nintendo, but like that's the only company where I care about buying physical media, and it's only for like their IPs. It's not because I had Dark Souls remastered on the Switch when it first dropped, and I did not care about having the cartridge.
Yeah.
But I will say I bought Civilization 6 for the Switch. I absolutely hated it, and I couldn't return it because I bought it digital.
Well,
that was the only issue.
So here's like the thing that I always make fun of, that when I see this on a shelf at Walmart or something, this is the dumbest fucking thing. If I can find an example now, it's just things like this. When you go to buy a game and then it just says full game downloaded, game code not included. Like, who is this for? Like,
no.
That shit is dumb.
Aaron says Civ 6 is the GOAT. Watch yourself. Listen, I don't like games that make me think too hard.
Yeah, I don't either, but I get made fun of for it.
Too hard.
Like, the games are my free time. Yeah, if a game's puzzle pisses me off, listen, I have limited free time. I don't want to get pissed. Like, I'll move on from that. I still think the funniest game download thing I had was at a game store I used to work at. There was a Minecraft for the Vita, and in the Vita case there was no card. It was a download code, and the download code had a fucking expiration date. So like, can you imagine being the poor parent who like bought this for their kid and the code's expired now? And actually, we opened it up. I was like, hey, by the way, just so you know, like, those codes expire. And literally, it was today it expires. So if you want a copy of Minecraft for Vita, you can just have this.
Is there anything on the outside of the case that, like, tells you, like, hey, this game expires in so many days or something? Because that's nuts. Why would you do that?
Let me see if we could pull up a picture of it. Replacement case. That's eBay.
Go to GameStop. You buy a game in a wrapped case, unopened, never touched. You take it home. You find out that game's been sitting there for like a year or two, and that now you can't play it.
Download game voucher. Yeah, it says it on there, but like it doesn't tell you it expires on the outside.
That's a bad move. Yeah. I don't like that at all.
Chad says, until the Wii U, Nintendo used to only produce copies of games for 18 to 24 months, creating artificial retained value. But like, all right, so like people say that online, but like really think about that. Why? Like things are going to come to a print run. Nintendo's not doing it to create like retained value. Like people always say like, oh, they're doing it so it has a high resale. They don't give a shit about the resellers. They don't see that money. Why would they do that? They're only doing it because like, all right, game's done, moving on. Like,
I was gonna say, I feel like Nintendo always underestimates how many people actually want their games. And I feel like a lot of that had to do with the Wii and how many people bought the Wii and it just sat there and nobody used it and nobody bought games.
Here it is. Fuck. Of course it's in Spanish. I can't read this one. If I remember right, that says it expires in 12 months. But of course, I can't read Spanish.
There should be like, kind of like how there's like with Straight Talk, I guess would probably be the best way to say it, is like when you buy the card, it activates.
Mm-hmm.
If they were to do something where like, hey, you buy this game, then the code is good for 12 months. That would make sense. But like, code in there, nah.
Yeah. So, and it was like a sealed copy from the store. So like, I don't know. This doesn't say anything, but yeah, I don't know. Listen, physical games are going away, guys. I hate to tell you. You will be okay. I do like the people. Yeah, the people that are like, I am getting out of gaming when it goes full digital. Fucking no, you're not. If you like video games, no, you won't. Like, I know people feel like this. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I used to always love physical media and just collecting the cases and having everything. It was more of a bragging right thing than anything. And I was just like, I don't know, digital didn't seem the way to go. But ever since the Xbox One kind of changed my mind, especially when they started doing like the games with gold and Game Pass. It's too easy to go digital now.
Well,
no reason.
Yeah, the other thing, people are like, "Oh, I don't feel like I own the game. I'm like renting a license." I mean, fine. I don't know. As I got older, I'm like, I just stopped caring. Like, oh, I don't own Dragon Quest XI. I played it. I experienced it. I can talk about it the same as somebody who owns it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. Like, I'm just over it. Like, I used to think it was like some kind of weird big dick flex to be like, look at my Super Nintendo games. Let me tell you how many people care. Nobody beyond the internet. Like, all my friends were,
Up space.
yeah, all my friends were like, did you even play most of these? And I was like, shut up. How's that? So,
Yeah, I bought the physical version of the Super Mario 3D All Stars, thinking it was going to be
I did too.
super big flaw because they were doing a limited run of it.
Yep,
What?
I did too.
I can still go to Walmart, go to
Mhm.
the Switch section, look in the games case, and they're still selling Super Mario 3D All Stars. It's not going to be rare.
The only game I give a shit about on that collection is Galaxy too. Like, fucking.
Yeah, because it's the only one I still haven't touched, and it's the only one that I've never played.
Yeah. So, I get it. Tina dated you for my video games. Facts. That's why she hates me now. I got rid of some of them. She doesn't hate me. We got married. Actually, the first thing I did whenever she came to my parents' house, I was like, by the way, these are staying. Like, these are my personality. And then I got rid of some of them anyway. But games are still my personality. Okay, we have to move on. Galaxy's fine, chat. Stop it. 64 sucks. I said it. Okay, so after Xbox was talking big shit about we're not going to raise prices like PlayStation, Phil Spencer said they might have to raise prices, but not before the holidays.
Hey,
it's kind of
clutch $60, $70, however much they're charging nowadays.
well. So when he first made the statement, I can't go back and find it. He kind of did leave it vague, like we're just not going to do that at this time. So he did leave it open. But Spencer says we held the price on the console, we held the price on games in our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever, but I do think at some point we'll have to raise price on certain things. Listen, Eric, I put it on Twitter. I said, boo. Like, this is not the time. I know everything in life is getting more expensive. It's not the fucking time to raise prices, man. Like, if you want people to buy shit, like, you can't raise prices. Luckily, I did get an Xbox before prices raised. I think it's a bad fucking move. It's a terrible idea.
Yep.
But also, yeah, go ahead.
Heading in that direction now. What I don't like is like we're already paying $70 for a copy of games for.
You are. I ain't fucking doing that.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm not, but like with the new games that are released, I did with WWE new one because I just bought the bundle where you had it for Xbox One and Xbox Series. And I just think that's unnecessary. Where's the option to just buy the new one for $60? I don't need to pay the extra 10.
Well, that's the thing. The new ones are going to be 70 anyway. Chat says Game Pass Ultimate being rebranded to an Xbox Network Premium and being the only tier for $99 a month. I'm calling it now. It's
fair.
I mean, I'd pay $20 a month for Game Pass. Honestly, I think 15 is a fucking steal, and the family plan is 25.
But the thing that people don't really think about is like that also comes with your gold subscription.
So well, yeah, they should just get rid of gold like as its own thing.
Yeah, you might as well just make Game Pass the thing.
Yeah, honestly, like, I mean, I don't pay for PS Plus anymore because I don't find it to be worth it. Like, I don't know, if they raise it $5, I'm not going to be happy about it. But like for all I'm getting, yeah, okay, fine. I don't like prices being raised on anything. The world is expensive enough. I already live in a really shitty area to exist because it costs too much money to fucking be here. Like, listen, I hate it. I think it's a bad move. Daddy Phil betrayed me is essentially what I'm saying. Xbox should die. Is what I'm going with. There you go, Aaron. You happy? Listen, I don't know. I don't like prices being raised. But if I'm gonna say anything, well, if I have to only pick one machine this gen, it's still going to be Xbox right now. Like, that's what it is. I'm going to get a PS5 when they're affordable.
I feel like, yeah, in my mind, it's like you got PC and Xbox at the top. Just PC because it's so versatile and you can do whatever you want with it. And then you got Xbox with Game Pass. Then, like, obviously, I'm still going to pick PlayStation over Nintendo for, like, quality-wise. Because Nintendo always feels like they're just trying to experiment with something different.
Which is, if you're into that, that's cool.
It just always ends up feeling more like a toy than a console. But, I mean, like, if PS5 had their own version of Game Pass, well, do they?
Yeah, they're trying for sure.
I mean, it would probably put them right up there amongst the ranks. But I don't know, man. Microsoft just always did it for me. Like their controllers are nice. I like their consoles,
I like their
dashboards.
controller now. I hate the 360 controller.
I like the 360 controller better than the PS3 controller because I always thought that like the PS2 and PS3 controllers felt really fragile and small.
Yeah, I just like parallel sticks. I don't like offset sticks. I wish Xbox would change that. I don't like it.
I did. That's something that always kind of threw me off.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the stick placement.
I don't
I
like.
always thought that PlayStation did it better.
They do. So even if you think about offset sticks, right? Okay, so I even got one here. So this moves your character, and this looks around, right? Okay, but if you think about it, this moves your legs, which are on the bottom half of your body. Why is it up high? And this moves your head. So really, if you want it to make sense, you should switch them. Number one, but like, I don't know. I like parallel sticks. Because when I have to use a D-pad on an Xbox, like I don't like this angle. I like it up here. It's just what I'm used to. I get that's preference. I don't
It
fucking
feels
know.
like you just have to reach too far for the Xbox D-pad.
Yeah, I do.
Just stick there, it'd be much better.
I don't have an actual Xbox controller because PowerA is best. But I like that disc D-pad they're doing now with the. Yeah, I love that. I think that is a fucking great D-pad. My thumb sits right in it. It's got a nice, satisfying click. Oh, I love that shit. I also like the DualShock 4 D-pad. That one's good. So there's
I like
that.
that they put the share button on it, but at the same time, I hit that share button every time I play a damn game.
I do it on the Switch a lot by mistake because I hate Joy-Cons. I will not use Joy-Cons. I think they suck.
Dude, there
Joy-Cons.
are far too many buttons compressed in this little area. These four buttons right here, there's no need for four of them.
No,
Three, man.
not. Even that. Yeah, I on the Switch, every time I go to hit select, I hit the share button. I'm sorry, minus. Fuck you. Also, actually, Xbox, can we talk about what do you call the three lines of the two windows? People have adopted hamburger for the three lines. But the windows, I don't know. I call it hamburger button.
Whatever happened to start and select?
We
call it that.
We can blame the PS4 for that when they brought up option. Is it option? Yeah, fuck you. I remember seeing that.
Option.
Is it option?
That's a better name for select. But I mean, yeah, it's just everything was so well named. It was universal. Everybody knew start, select. Like then everybody just like, nah, we're just gonna change that up.
See, Chaz says one is options, the other's menu. Problem is they never call it anything in the games. They just put the picture up. So I don't know.
Would you like 3 lines or 2 squares?
I love lines, man. Anyway. So we got another weird one. Hey, you like Dead Space? You like Callisto Protocol? It's not coming out in Japan if that's what you were going to do. Apparently the game, just been completely canceled in Japan due to a dispute on the ratings board, essentially. To summarize it, the Japan's rating board, SERO, whatever they call, they pretty much were like, hey, you got to tone it down a little bit. We're not even going to give it a mature rating. The developers here said no, and now they're just like, well, fuck you. It's not coming out here then.
Hey, I mean, I guess that's completely. Haven't they done this with like 4 or 5 other games? There was a zombie game back in like 2012 or something like that. I can't remember if it was Dead Island or something like that.
I don't remember.
But they were like, yeah, we're not going to release this. And I was like, oh, man.
Maybe. I mean, I know Dead Space's whole thing is like the gore back in the day. That's kind of was like its whole selling point. But luckily, things are pretty region free. Go away, IGN Plus. Things are region free. I'm sure people can import it if they want to. It just kind of sucks. All right, well, importing physical games, you can make an American account, download it. Listen, there's ways to get around this very easily. You ever heard of a VPN?
I was gonna say, are consoles still region locked?
Switch is not. I would assume the Xbox. I would assume no nowadays. I feel like people have realized it's dumb.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wanted to play Callisto Protocol in Japan, fuck you. That's pretty much all we got. That's
Hope you like emulation.
Maybe. Oh, remember when we were talking about RuneScape and all them good games of your childhood? Do you remember Miniclip?
I do. I actually have a little list of Miniclip games I used to play here.
Well, it's good because Miniclip's fucking dead. Get fucked,
Big
Boomer. Get over it, Boomer. It's dead.
Think about all those years playing 8-ball pool with your friends on Facebook.
Exactly what I used to play actually in class. But yeah, no, mini clips dead. All your favorite Flash games are gone. The company lives on in the form of an app, but it's pretty much it, man. Now the Flash is dead. And there's no more mini clip.
Wait, it lives on in the form of an app, so
Well, like a publishing
maybe
app.
games like
I don't know. Is there
I'm hoping the games that I used to love with Miniclip were Happy Wheels, Plague Inc., 8-ball pool. They were all great games.
8-ball pool, basketball stars, golf battle, pure sniper gun shooter game, my favorite. I love mobile game titles. They're so bad. Like,
yeah, dude, but they had so much replayability, and that was the thing about them. Like,
yeah, I love football battle touchdown. These are such bad names. Yeah, I don't know. Miniclip was fun. I used to, if it wasn't addicting games, I'd go on Miniclip and play stuff.
Aaron says RuneScape and Tim aren't childhood, it's nowhood, and Captain Chaz follows with RuneScape got a forced reset recently, didn't they?
Never heard of it.
It wasn't a forced reset, but they did create new servers where you get starting off like double XP, and then it bumps up to triple XP later on in the year. And then in January, with your fresh account that you just started and spent the last quarter of a year grinding up, it will be sent into the main game. So yeah, it's pretty much they took the entire economy, wiped it clean. The Grand Exchange is now back to like OG starting prices. It'd be a really good time to get into it if that's something that you would be into. But all the original RuneScape stuff is still there. Everybody still has all their accounts and stuff.
Yeah, so super cool. But anyway, Miniclip dead. Get fucked, boomers.
Bad, man. Plague Inc. was so fun.
I don't remember Plague Inc. Wasn't that? Wait, Plague Inc. isn't? No,
It's the same thing as
It's still out.
where you have to like make your own virus, mutate it, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember when like COVID hit, people were using Plague Inc. to explain how viruses work, and then the company's like, "Please stop. That's not the point of our game." Like,
yeah, I mean, it became
remember that.
too real too fast.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to play. Oh, you can buy it on Steam. Well, that's cool. There you go. Newgrounds Flash games. You know what? I know people love Newgrounds. I never spent a lot of time on there, other than like the odd animation. But I do have Alien Hominid on PS2 and Castle Crashers.
I used to get on Newgrounds and watch like their Zelda animations and stuff like that, and then I found YouTube. And ever since I found YouTube, it's kind of like albino black sheep and like funnyjunk.com. Stuff like that. It's just like relics of the past that I hope don't die, but they literally have no use anymore.
I don't remember Castle Crashers, by the way. Can we get the remastered and play it together? Thanks.
I have it on PC.
Yeah. So let's play it then. Wait, is it crossplay?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't have a problem with it again.
Well, I'm maybe getting a Steam Deck for Christmas, so there we go. I'll play it there. Speaking of PC games, Aaron, your body may be ready because Age of Empires is coming to Xbox or Game Pass. Never mind, a Game Pass. Yay! So Age of Empires. I don't know how it's gonna play on console. That's gonna be fucking interesting. But Age of Empires 2 and 4. Well, what happened to 3 and 1? I don't fucking know. There's that. But Age of Empires 2 and 4 are coming to Game Pass. They are. That's right. Age of Mythology is getting a remake. Let me actually Age of Mythology remake. I think that's a thing. Retold announced. So yeah, that's what's happening. Go the fuck away. God damn it. Yeah, it is. So let me just refresh this page because everything hates me right now. Age of Mythology Retold announced. That was the other news story I wanted to add in here. So yeah, you're getting a remake of Age of Mythology. Well, you are getting a new one, Chaz. This is it. So yeah, listen, I'm gonna be real. Wait, Chelsea, why you getting ready and putting costume on? There's no costumes. I don't have one of those for later. Anyway, yeah, I don't care about Age of Empires. I'll be real because I'm just not a strategy person. Just gonna be real.
I wish I was, honestly.
I'm not good at them.
Talk about how much they love playing like Civ and Halo Wars and stuff like that, and I can't.
Nope, not
frontline shooting people.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. So yeah, if you care about Age of Empires, come to Game Pass. So Aaron, you up your sub again.
There you
So
go.
there's that. Yeah, I don't.
Dreams.
Civ is so fun. Probably if you like it. I don't fucking know. I don't like. I'm not good at it. Anyway. And then the final thing that I have on here, at least, because there's not a whole lot of game news. Pilot Wing 64 Birdman Stage is broken because they've upped the frame rate in the game. And the problem with that is the wing flaps in this game are tied to the frame rate. And now that they up the frame rate, it's broken. So like kind of how like Dark Souls had that issue when it got remastered and they had to patch it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Can't do that on Pilot Wings. No. So there's that.
Okay.
Maybe they'll fix it. Probably not.
This is probably really old news. N64 controller for the Switch.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, it came out when the expansion pass came out. So if you want to play with that fucking demon contraption, you can.
An abomination.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. It's another reason I hate the N64. So yeah,
UFO.
Pilot Wing 64, the game people played when they ran out of copies of Mario 64 at launch. Yeah, that's all I got. So will they patch it? I don't know. It's Nintendo. Probably not. Let's be real.
Yeah. I like how they released that 3D All-Stars thing. Said, hey, it's a limited run. So I bought it. And now I have Mario 64. Then they released that. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay $60 to play Ocarina of Time again.
Nope, you will not.
Nope.
Let's see. We do have time to kill. What can I do to make your experience the most we can? I'm going to find a dumb video game quiz. I love doing those. Oh, no, we can do a dumb video game list and discuss how bullshit it is. We always do that when I got to kill time. Let's see. Video game list top 10 something. All right, let's go. Top 10 game list. Let's see. We do what? Oh, where's the BDSM topic, Aaron? Fuck.
It's one time I got really bored on stream and somebody made me rank waifus, and I don't watch anime, so I was just being
let's see.
real Chad.
Video game top 10 list. Let's see. Top 10 remasters on PlayStation Plus. All right, so let's do underrated games I reviewed. I don't care. Top 10 games reviewed. Top 10 cozy games. Top 10 Sega Genesis multiplayer games. Do you know anything about the Genesis?
I know a few things, probably not as much as you.
Yeah, okay, fair. So I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to find like one that's gonna be super weird and obscure.
Who honestly has Donkey Kong memories?
I do. I like Donkey Kong Country. I'm not good at them, but how about PlayStation RPGs?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, but I got to do a button first because Chaz redeemed. Will you press the button? You are the best at every online video game, but your home internet speed is slow as shit. How are you going to be the best?
I mean,
no.
To be fair, I'm currently very bad at video games and my internet shit. So I'm pressing that button.
That's fair. I mean, but if you're playing online, then you're going to be lagging out unless the lag helps you. Oh.
It does. It does. I've been playing some Fortnite recently with some bad lag.
Oh, we got to play that.
I was connected to my regular internet, not the 5G, and I don't know why, but it did help.
Doesn't that mean lag switch cheating? Maybe. I don't know. Listen, I'm the best. That's all that matters. I'm in, baby.
It's not my fault that Spectrum lag switches me.
That's fair. All right. Let's go over some top 10 PS1 RPGs. We got some time to kill. Lunar Silver Star Story complete. Listen, I've never played a Lunar game, but every time it gets re-released, I don't think there's another Lunar game. I feel like all they do is talk about Lunar Silver Star. Is there another one? I've never actually played them.
I have no idea. This is the only one I've ever heard of, and I've never played it.
Yeah, I've never played Lunar. It's one of those like really, really like culty RPGs. Like if you love them, you love them. But it's always the weird kid in school that smelled glue a lot. So I don't know. It's the same kid that thinks the best Mega Man games are the Battle Network games. Not that I know shit on the Battle Network games. I don't know. It's just always the weird kids at school thought those were the best ones. I don't know.
Hey, whatever they're into.
The DS Lunar game killed the franchise. It was so bad. Was the franchise ever really alive? Because again, let's see. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I literally have only heard about it a handful of times in my life, and it was honestly from people that I never really enjoyed talking to.
There you go. See, prove my point. There you go. Number 9, Legend of Dragoon. That should be number 1. It is the best PlayStation 1 RPG. It's my second favorite RPG of all time. This game needs more love. If Sony, I'm telling you right now, Sony remakes this game, not ports it. I've already played it many times. You remake this game or make a sequel, I'll buy 3 PS5s. I'll put on my credit card. I'll give them to charity. I fucking want a remake of this game. Or remake, I'll buy 1 PS5. You make a sequel to this game, 3 PS5s. I'll buy it right away. I will buy it day one.
Big save from Sony.
You don't care about Legend of Dragoon? I will fucking ban you right now, Chaz. How dare you? I love this game with a passion. Fucking Shayna sucks. Number 8. Breath of Fire 3. I've played Breath of Fire 1 and 2. I thought they were the most okay games in the world. And then the 3, I tapped out on PSP. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again. They have this weird thing where they abbreviate everything in the game, so I can't tell what words are. And I know it's an old RPG thing, but it's fucking annoying. You ever play Breath of Fire?
I'm starting to realize that I haven't played as many JRPGs as I thought I had.
You have not?
Apparently not.
Oh.
Apparently I missed out on a big genre.
Me and Aaron got some educating to do to you, sir. We'll fucking get
Absolutely.
you right. What else we got? Oh, no spoils. Go ahead.
I guess my biggest one that I've actually had a little bit of experience with would probably be Fire Emblem. Shout out to Melee for introducing me to Fire Emblem.
Yes, strategy RPGs do count. But Fire Emblem's like one of the few strategy games. I guess, all right, I got to do a debate with somebody once, but like, I guess it's more of a tactics RPG versus strategy. I guess I'm good at tactics games, not strategy. If you're going to like break off the subset, like that, XCOM, I think I'd like, Mario Rabbids, Fire Emblem, like those I can deal with. What, like, if I go to Advanced Wars, where like, there's always like gold you have to worry about, and like, buying units and like doing that's where I'm like I like no matter what I did in Advanced Wars, I feel like I was always losing. No matter what I could do. The enemy always had more money and more units than me. I don't know when to buy a soldier, when to buy a tank. But if you give me a set number of units and be like, figure it the fuck out, I'll be like, okay.
Yep.
Like, yeah, that's when I can do it. Final Fantasy, when you have to think, Aaron says, when you have to think more than one thing at a time, Kev loses. Okay, ban Aaron. Okay, so let's just
guilty.
Let me just time out, Aaron. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring back the 7-second timeout. GG timeout 7. Is that what it does? You were trying to use. I can't time it. Whatever. Fuck it. Final Fantasy 9. Hot take. Better than 7. I'll stand by it. Final Fantasy 9.
The only one I've really experienced.
You gotta play
I
9.
can't believe that 7's not. Unless it's somehow higher on this list, and they put multiple Final Fantasy games, which is kind of a cop-out.
Yeah, 9 is better. Hold on. I think Final Fantasy 9 Remastered is happening, or it's out. Final Fantasy 9 Remake soon. Wait, no, this is just the Steam release. So you can play this on Switch for the grand price of, come on, load, Nintendo, $20.99. Don't pay that. There's a remaster coming. 8 got remastered if you hate yourself. Final Fantasy 8 just I haven't played it, to be fair, but everyone I've ever heard talk about it is fucking obsessed with it, and I don't get it. Like, the people that like it think it's the only RPG that exists. It's fucking ass. Just everything, the card system. There's like, if I have to play a game that's turn-based, and the whole point of turn-based battles, which are already slow, is to level up and get stronger. If the whole world around you also gets stronger, there's no point. There's an infinite loop. That's
true.
Like, I'm fine with enemies scaling, but if the final boss also scales, there's no fucking point to what I'm doing. 8 is your second favorite Final Fantasy? I'm banning the fuck out of Aaron. God damn it. I will not. I love him.
I just always assume they skipped 8. You never hear about it.
Because the people that like it are the same people that eat the glue in class. I'm talking to you, Rick. All right, we got Valkyrie Profile. I've never played that. I don't know if anyone's ever played Valkyrie Profile. Have you?
Can't say I have.
All right, moving on. Grandia, another one I've never played, but people seem to love this.
Seen gameplay of this one.
Yeah, I've only seen stuff, but I've never played. Aaron says it's true at all. It has a lot of good systems and fun things. Beyond the card game, tell me your favorite part about Final Fantasy VIII. Go ahead. Tell me, because that's all anyone ever talks about. Yeah, see, there you go. Triple Triad best minigame. Fuck you. Knucklebones is more fun than Cult of the Lamb. I said it. I enjoy the characters. You do not. Shut up. I'm just saying things to prove a point. I'm sorry. You might like it. I'm not gonna get into it in any rush. Chrono Cross. There's one I want to play. I just haven't because everyone just talks about Chrono Trigger a lot.
I was gonna ask if it's related.
It is like a sequel that's not a sequel kind of setup. Like, oh, this is the follow up, but like none of the characters are the same. You know, the Summons of Eight have some of the
Like a different universe type deal, or like a spiritual successor.
Be honest with you, I have no fucking idea, but it just I feel like they just put Chrono on the title to be like there. So I'm actually gonna
sells.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on my list to play actually. I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, what else we got? Like I feel like it is one of those games where like, if we don't put it here. Xenogears, goddamn, I've never played this one either. It's like this is like somehow related to Xenoblade, but like it's not also one of those situations.
Yeah, the screenshots kind of throwing me off a little bit with like the mechs and stuff, because that's not. I mean, I guess I've never really played Xenoblade, but I don't recall mechs.
Well, Xenogears is more mechy based. But in Xenoblade, the world is on the backs of these giant mechs. It's like the whole world you're exploring is on the back of the mechs. If that makes sense. Yeah, weird. Suikoden 2. I've played Suikoden 1 and way too. Yeah, I know. Final Fantasy 7. Listen, we'll get to that in a second. Suikoden 1 I played, and the whole gimmick of Suikoden is that you have way too many characters to manage, and I can't wrap my head around it. I might try it again now that the first two are getting remade, because the second game costs like $200 for a disc.
Ooh.
Yeah, not doing that. 8 has the chat says 8 has the second best soundtrack. 9's VGM feels generic. Oh, I like 9's music. So here's Final Fantasy 7, the number one RPG. As Aaron and I always say, it is an S tier game and also one of the most overrated games of all time at the same time. Which sounds like a contradiction.
Final Fantasy, it's always about either 7 or 12.
Yeah,
and 12 is never good. I always hear. Well, here's the thing. I always hear great things about 7. I always hear everybody's just down talking 12. Never 12.
No, 12 was one of those games where it got a random remaster, and then all of a sudden people are like, I love Final Fantasy 12. I'm like, nobody has talked about this game ever, even when it came out. Like, so.
To be fair, yeah. I'm with you. I didn't start hearing about it till recently.
Yeah, so Final Fantasy 7, I do think it's a really, really overrated game while being a fucking excellent game. But it could be an S tier RPG, but people act like it is the fucking be all end all of RPGs, and it is just not. Like, there's way better ones out there. I don't think it's the best PS1 Final Fantasy. I think 9's better than that. Like,
that's fair.
I mean, that's a me thing, but like, I think. I also I want to play the 7 remake, but I do not want to go through every part. And like every part is a disc. Like there's 3 discs in the game. But how are you gonna make a 1 disc of Final Fantasy 7 40 hours and tell me there's not a bunch of bullshit padding? Like I don't believe it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So there's a random 10 RPG list. Tell us yours. YouTuber generic thing. Comments below. There's that.
I learned that I have a lot of learning to do.
You do. I did not mean to close out everything. Let me check one thing, actually, before we get out of here. Actually, Tim, you could start signing yourself off as I check something. If you want. Plug yourself, baby.
Okay. All right. So, if you ever want to find me, I'm on Spotify, Bad Luck. TikTok, badluck_Ohio. Twitter, 824X. That's ATE24X. We've got a lot of music dropping. Since June, we've been dropping a new song every other Friday. The schedule's been kind of tight. We're doing it until the end of the year. Hopefully we don't get too busy. We've got a remake of one of our best songs coming out called I'll Be Okay. It's definitely going to be a different style than what you're used to from us. But I think it's really enjoyable. We have a goofy song coming out that's kind of like Halloween themed, spooky vibes, very cheesy song, but it goes hard. Yeah, keep an eye on the TikTok. The TikTok is where I give most of my updates, TikTok and Twitter.
Very good.
Facebook's just there, I guess.
Yep, Facebook is I use for Messenger because it's the one thing like iPhones have over Androids is that sending videos sucks. So I literally have Messenger for that. Like I don't use
It's
it.
just such a bad place to advertise to get to new people. I would say to find new people, Twitter and TikTok are the best. But if you're
Yeah.
like trying to promote to people that you personally know and all your friends like that, that'd be the time to go to like Facebook.
So the only thing I've ever found out about Facebook, like if I want to find videos or music, it has to be in the feed at that moment as a suggestion, or I'll never find it again. Like
Yep.
there's just no hope. Like people that stream on Facebook, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like
I thought about it just because, like, obviously your friends are going to be scrolling through and they're going to be forced to see it on their feed as
mhm.
opposed to like clicking on Twitch and creating an account and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, that's not why people are on Facebook.
No, they're not. They're there to post bad political memes, no context, and think they're right.
Yeah,
I
exactly. Like, I started shit posting on the Bad Luck account just because it would get more traction than
yeah
promoting music.
yeah. So there's all the place you can find him. Oh, also another thing, if we use all of his music for my streams for the hold music and the BRBs, the Frenemy Fire theme. There's a link to the playlist.
Yes,
Please give the streams out. Play it when you're just leave it running in the background. You know what?
that does help. It
It
does help.
does. Do that for us. So there's that. You can find me on the Twitters at Consolekev, the Twitch at Consolekev. Instagram is the same as TikTok, but TikTok won't let me post things right now. I don't know why. It just is dumb. So maybe that ends. I don't fucking know. Either way, follow me there. You can follow Aaron. Just visit him in the hospital again. His spleen is broken, guys. He's dead. Aaron is
Cap and all.
yeah. His kneecaps are gone. Pretty much Aaron is on life support, but he can type. It's fine. He'll be back whenever. Oh, there's that announcement. Let me do this real quick. Patrons, we got to thank JD from the Red Leaf Retrocast, which I will be on tomorrow morning, actually. And Clepissimo, we thank you for your patronage. Me and Aaron are trying to figure out when to record Evergreen episodes. I know we're really behind. But I am very happy and proud that Aaron's getting back into wrestling. With that being said, we do have to figure out a new day to record. We're trying to figure that out as we go. We might do this experiment where Aaron is in the car and we do a podcast as he's traveling to places to wrestle. I have a way to block out most background noise. We'll try it maybe. So that's one option. Option two is we might be moving to maybe a Friday afternoon. It's not that hard on me, Aaron. I literally open up RTX Voice. I choose my output device as headphones, and I can slide the background noise. Maybe we'll test that tomorrow and see how it goes. But just keep an eye on everything. It's literally it's a background. Aaron says he's more worried about me having to do the background noise. We'll try it, Aaron. If it sucks, it sucks. If not, we'll figure out a different day to record. I don't know, but maybe tomorrow we'll figure that out. That's some housekeeping for you. No stream for me today because I'm going to be busy all day. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on the Red Leaf Retrocast, which is pre-recorded, so not live. I'm going to be doing Dead Space at night with Static. Maybe something in between. I don't really know. This whole weekend's kind of like a shotgun, and I need it after the fucking worst work week I've had in a while. So there's that. Anything else you want to do, Tim?
Actually, there's something I wanted to say.
Yes.
Something that not even Aaron and Kev know about.
Oh.
There might be a new updated version of the Frenemy Fire theme song coming very soon.
I didn't know this actually at all.
Nope.
This isn't even a bit. What the fuck?
This isn't a bit. I have a lot of time today. I've got a little groundwork laid down. So there might be something very, very fancy coming next week.
Oh fuck! Oh, yeah. Look at me and Aaron. See, look at the love for you, Tim. Look at our little note.
Beautiful.
Love you guys. Oh, I have one more announcement. My monthly giveaway. I'm going to do the drawing tomorrow night. So if you're interested and you're listening to this episode of the podcast late, too bad, sucks. But it's gonna be done tomorrow night because Monday's Halloween. I'm not streaming. So get those entries in. So that is it. All right, guys. We'll get out of here. Say goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.